Hey, what's up? It's Tony B and another Zoo Day. We've got Milo the cockatoo joining us in the studio today. And Amber, tell us a little bit about, I know underneath Milo, kind of got the cream dusty feathers, but Milo's hiding a little punk in him, right?
Yeah, he sure is. He's got these beautiful salmon-colored feathers right up here on his head. When he gets excited, he just rocks out by standing up those feathers, bobbing his head.
Yeah, you were digging some music earlier. I don't know if can we get you to do a little head bobbing? No, not so much.
A little bit.
Milo's species found in
Indonesia, in the islands north of Australia. They're specifically found in the Moluccan Islands, which is where he gets the name Moluccan cockatoo.
Moluccan. Hi, Milo. Milo's not talking. Milo knows whenever there's a microphone or a camera on. This is my jam! You gonna dance?
There you
Yeah, do it.
Yeah!
There we go.
That's my favorite.
Tell me more. I would. I like Maui. I don't know about you, Milo.
Oh!
Yeah.
Bird.
Yeah.
Could do Stevie Wonder impressions and everything.
I think.
Yeah. It's like the fist pump. It starts slow and then all of a sudden just... Alright, we're here with Digger now. Digger is an anteater and he is on the go right now. Tell us a little bit about anteaters, and I know especially with the tongue and saliva, that's how they're grabbing all those ants, right?
Yeah, that's right. They actually have a very, very long tongue, about 12 inches, and you may not believe that that would fit in his mouth, but it actually does very well. And he uses that when he's looking for insects. Now, a lot of anteaters that you may think of are the giant anteaters that live on the ground. This anteater actually lives up in the trees in the rainforest. You gonna stay there for a second?
He loves that. What's in here?
Amazed by a towel.
And if you watch how he's using his hands, that's how he would actually move into tree branches and things like that and try to try to pull open parts in trees that may have termites or ants or other insect colonies that he would try to eat.
Yeah, he's got like, what is it, like 3 claws, or 2 or 3 that are kind of all bunched up so that he can, yeah, you want the camera? Go for it. Whoa!
Yeah, he's an incredibly strong animal. You can see on his front legs, his front legs are very, very big and very muscular. That's because in the wild, that's the part of their body they would use to tear open tree branches. And you can see on his front feet, he has some very long claws. Those are actually relatively sharp. And that's one of his defenses as well, is that he can actually grab or pinch with those claws.
Go ahead, climb up the wall.
Oh, got an itch.
And if you watch how he walks, he actually walks on the sides of his feet because those claws are so sharp. If he were to walk up on top of him, he could cut the pad of his foot.
Oh, the underside, yeah.
So he walks on it that way so he doesn't cut his foot.
Let's give it up for Digger, everybody. Yay, Digger!
How old is Digger?
It's about 4.5.
Yeah.
He actually came out of the wild, too. They are a pest species in part of their range, and they're anteater catchers that will actually remove them from people's yards and homes.
Wow.
Really?
And then often they're either exterminated, or in some cases they're sold into the black market pet trade, or as exotics. And we actually acquired him from an individual who had imported him and lived in Chicago and was unable to care for him, so he donated him to our zoo. So
I don't understand, like, exotic birds are something that maybe you think, okay, wow, beautiful, but it shouldn't be a pet, you know. Who would look at an anteater and be like, ooh, exotic pet, you know?
Especially in Chicago.
Yeah, like...
next time you're online, look up anteaterentertainment.com. and you will see the most hilarious photos of this woman that lives with these anteaters in her home, dresses them up in little coats and dresses, and apparently takes them out to schools and things. But it's adorable, but I can't imagine what her house smells like.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Because our van will smell for days after
we use them. How often
You
does
just
the whole sell?
you just look wet and slimy. I'll try.
Not really slimy per se, but
Slippery.
No, slippery.
yeah, they are slippery.
All right, we're here now with a tiger salamander, and these guys are actually native to Indiana, right?
Yeah, sure. You can find tiger salamanders all throughout the U.S., and they are native here in Indiana. They're termed tiger salamander not really because they have stripes. As you can see, this one actually has spots, but because they are the largest salamander species that we have here in North America.
Gotcha. And they have an interesting, as far as when they're eating, they only eat live animals, you were saying.
Yes.
Has to be alive.
Yep.
And then it gets crazy.
Yeah, after they find a live animal, a cricket, a worm, grasshopper, whatever it is that they're going to try to eat, and after they grab it, it still has to be moving in order for them to put it into their mouth. And as you can imagine, swallowing something that's still moving is kind of hard, and especially a lot of amphibians like the salamanders and newts and frogs and toads don't have tongues that are as movable as ours or as mobile as our tongues. So what they do is every time an amphibian swallows, you notice that they close their eyes. That's because their eyes actually will drop a little bit further down into their mouth, and that helps push the food down their throat.
Wow.
Well, it's pretty interesting.
It's got the big eyes, too, so I can imagine, like both of them pushing down like anything it can, like cricket, get in my belly type thing. You are very weird and very wily. And a weird tail. It's like it's not, I don't know, more skinny than anything. Like for obviously making its way through the water. All right, well, I think you're getting a little too squirmish for me. You just keep moving. Let's go back to Noah there. And that's the tiger salamander. You want any salamander juice on you?